If you got questions for Jini Thornton and what the God want from a fella taxes, today is the 15th, man. You need to run that, man. If you ain't filed, you need to get extended, all right? Not the extendo clip, but the extendo tip. Jini, how can people file for that extension today if they're messing around?
You are too funny. Please go to irs.gov, and the form is Form 4868. Again, 4868. So you can file it electronically. Of course, you can mail it in, but please get your extensions in today.
Okay,
Is
now
that easy to do?
Oh, it's super easy to do. It's going to take you maybe 2 minutes to complete the form. And what most people don't realize, if you are absolutely certain, if you know that you know that you know that you do not owe, you do not have to file an extension.
Really?
Really?
So
but like,
you need to know that, though. If you're not sure, just go ahead and file that extension.
L'Oreal.
Don't you be calling me out, H&R Block.
now, Jini, like, what are the penalties if you do owe and you like don't file and you be like, you know what, I'll just do it next year? They just just accrue a bunch of interest on it or what?
Okay, so yes, you're going to have interest, but you're also going to have two penalties. One is called the failure to file penalty, and then the other one is called the failure to pay penalty. So a lot of times people, head crack, to your point, when people know that they owe, they won't file. Please file, because that will stop that failure to file penalty. It'll stop that. And then it is so easy to set up a payment plan with the IRS. So if you're current and you filed all your tax returns and you owe less than $50,000, you are automatically approved for a payment plan. They will give you up to 5 years to pay your taxes back. And that's going to apply, it's going to take you maybe 10 minutes to apply online for a payment plan.
Got you. Now, people like to claim people, but what are some inanimate things that we can claim? Like, let's just say, some of us worked from home last year. Some of us, use our vehicles in a certain way. For some of us, the TV is a person. What can we claim that maybe we're like sleeping on?
Okay. So think about it this way. Anything that you use to run your business that is necessary, like if you don't have this, your business is going to be in trouble. And it's normal. So we can't be claiming some crazy inanimate objects, but anything that you absolutely positively had to have. Because see, the thing is, the IRS doesn't have this master list of what you can and cannot write off, because everybody's business is different. So the master list doesn't exist.
I'm going to claim my cousin. He owe me $80 and he still ain't paid me back.
Oh, Lord. Anyway, so Headcrack just mentioned something that I didn't even think of. People working from home now. So is there a possibility, like, will you be able to add, like, your electricity and stuff like that?
Okay, so now this is an area of the IRS that they really don't play about. And so what they say is if you have a space in your house that you use exclusively for work, so it can't be your dining room or your kitchen table where sometimes y'all eating at it and sometimes it's your office. But if you have a room that's exclusively for business, then yes, you can be able to write off a portion of your rent, a portion of your utilities, a portion of your insurance. But for those of us who have regular jobs, that's not for us. It's for people who are running a company where you have your business.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jini, this is Angie checking in with you. So I noticed with my business, and this is something that I think is important for depending on state. I know it's probably state to state, but like I have to also log online and put in for the state of Maryland, like, and pay them a fee. Can we, just for people, sometimes we think it's just the federal taxes you got to take care of. What about locally should we kind of pay attention to as well?
And Ange, I'm so glad that you mentioned that, because most states don't play. People are always concerned about the IRS. States can be extremely aggressive because they really, really, really need the money. And so please pay attention to your state. Every state does have different rules. The deadlines typically are the same as whatever the IRS's deadlines are, but please don't ignore your states. Please don't underestimate them. Same thing, you can work out payment plans with them. You need to communicate with them the same way. You can file electronically with them, but again, please pay attention to them.
Now, how long does the state hold on to your taxes? Let's just say, like, if you're owed a refund, but maybe you moved, it went to the wrong address, and it went back to them, and you're just not really good at following up, and you forgot to do it last year. I'm talking about myself. How does one, like, can I get my last year's, can I get my 2018 state joint reforwarded because I forgot to hit them back up and re-forward it to myself?
But, Headcrack, I'm happy you asked about that. What's interesting is a lot of people are complaining about how long it's taking to get federal and state refunds. And what I'm noticing is the bigger the refund, the longer it's taking. And you think about all this money that the governments are spending, they're beginning to hold on to money, too. So it's going to take longer. It's going to take longer. I've been talking to some of my other CPA colleagues, and for those of us who have clients who are expecting really big refunds for 2019, we're actually just applying them to their 2020 taxes because we know the government is just going to hold on to that money for a longer period of time because they need the money right now. So you're going to have to be patient. You definitely need to make sure your address is current. And under all circumstances, please file electronically. And if you're comfortable with it, please let the government directly deposit your refund into your bank account because if you mail your tax return to the IRS, it's going to take you up to 10 weeks to get your refund. If you file electronically, you can get it maybe in about 21 days.
I'm going to charge them interest if I don't have it by 11th week. We got somebody who want to holler at you. Morning Hustle, good morning.
Hey, this is Trey from Virginia. I had a question on student loans. With them postponing the student loans in deferment, how can I combat IRS taking my tax return?
So if you are already in default, the IRS is only ever going to take your refund if you're in default. So that means you were supposed to be paying and you weren't. If you are in deferment, they will not keep your refund. So that's the difference. So default is you have been ignoring them and you haven't been paying. So if you're in deferment, they will not keep your refund.
All right, then. Yo, thank you so much for your call, Jini Thornton. Thank you so much for always moving in the spirit of excellence and building up this never broke nation. Financial literacy is so important. If people want to follow you, where do they go?
Please follow me at Jini Thornton. That's JiniThornton. Y'all have an amazing day.
You too, love. Don't get arrested.
We are the Morning Hustle.